everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys a quick video on how I did the 1, 2, 3 go nails. And so first I'm just cleaning off the nails with some alcohol, and now I'm taking the Modelones, it's the dehydrator, and I do apply that to all of the nails, and I also do 2 coats of each. And the primer, also by Modelones, again I do that to all of his nails, and I do put 2 coats of this as well. So once that's done drying, I'm going to take the base coat, and this is by Enailcouture, and I'm going to put a layer on all of the nails. And once I'm done putting on the base gel, it's going to cure for 30 seconds in the light. And then after we put all the base gel, I'm going to etch the inside of all of the nails. And again, these are from the Enailcouture 1, 2, 3 Go. And these are the, I believe they're either almond or stiletto. I don't remember which one that it's called, but they look stiletto. And these are in Eternal Beige. So make sure you etch the inside of the nail really good, because if you don't, then it'll pop off. So now I'm going to take the souffle gel, and this is also by Enailcouture, and it's in clear. So all you want to do is just take a glop and put it down on the fake nail, and you'll just move it around, make sure that it's thinner at the sides and at the cuticle and thicker in the middle. And also just put a layer of that souffle on the natural nail as well. So now I'm just going to stick it on, and I'm going to make sure that nothing comes out, so just wipe it off before you cure it. So I'm just going to do a quick flash cure with this little light here. I love that light, it's amazing. So once you're done doing that, do it for about at least maybe about 10-15 seconds, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And now I'm just going to do the same process over and over again until we're done. I'm going to take the souffle, put it in the inside, and then put a base on his natural nail, and then we're going to flash cure it again. And like I said, I'm just going to repeat all of those steps until we are done with the whole hand. So now we're at the last thumbnail, and I just wanted to add that make sure you do put it under the light, the regular light, for 60 seconds. So this is how they look after we're done. So now I'm just going to take my sanding band, and it's the 180, and I'm just going to go over the cuticle and just make sure it's nice and flush, and just go over the whole nail just to make sure that you file it pretty good. Not like a lot or anything, but just just go over it. And then once you do that to all of your nails, you're going to get the buffer, and we're just going to buff all of the nails. Make sure you buff them pretty good to make sure you get all of the scratches, if any scratches were left behind from the drill. And that's all I'm doing here. I do that to all of the fingers. And the buffing, I do this for like, I don't know, maybe a good minute, 30 seconds. No, not a minute and 30 seconds. 30 seconds to a minute. And once we're done doing that, I'm going to take some more base gel, and to add a little bit of strength to the nails, because he's very heavy-handed. His job and stuff, requires a lot of handwork. So I'm just going to put down 2 layers of the base coat gel, and then I'm going to cure that in the light for 60 seconds. So after we do that, I'm going to take this black gel polish by Modelones, and I'm just going to paint 3 of the nails, and that's going to be the pinky, the middle finger, and the thumb. So I'm just going to paint that on, and then in order to get like super close to the cuticle, because this brush is kind of big, I'm going to use these new Beetles art liner brushes that I just got, and they're so pretty. I love them. I'm going to use this dark blue one here because it's pretty thin, and it's like not super short, but it has like a pretty short brush at the end, and I'm just going to do that around the cuticle just to make sure that we get it as close as we can. And I do 2 coats of that. So I'm going to also do another on this other nail as well, the same exact thing as we did on the pinky. And then after that, I do cure this black gel polish for 60 seconds because I want to make sure it doesn't crinkle or it doesn't wrinkle, because black polish does do that, especially if you do thick layers. So make sure you do thin layers of the black gel polish to avoid that. So after we're done doing that, I'm going to take some top coat, and I think I'm using the Mifa brand because it doesn't say that it's no wipe, and I kind of want something that's not, that is a wipe, so it stays a little sticky. So you just flash cure that, and I'm going to take this hollow powder and I'm just going to go over the whole nail. Again, don't fully cure your top coat whenever you're using this chrome powder, because if you do, it will not work. So just make sure you like flash cure it. And I actually used my little light right there, that little pink light. I had used that, and I just put it over the nail for like, I don't know, maybe about 10-15 seconds. And once we're done doing that, I do that to this nail and also to the other nail. I think it's the index, or the ring finger. I don't know, the one that's not the middle finger, but the other one. And so now all I'm going to do is take that same liner brush that I was working with the cuticle, and I'm just going to start drawing like, it's like a V. I wouldn't really call it like, it's kind of like a chevron, but not really, because it's like a lot more thin than a chevron triangle. So I'm just doing that to both sides, and this took me forever. I do not want to put the whole process of me drawing this on there, because it took me about 20 minutes just to get that right. Drawing lines is like super hard for me. I don't know why, it's just hard. So once we're done doing all of that on both hands, I'm just going to take some rhinestones, and we're just going to start placing on our rhinestones. And I did notice that I didn't show you guys how I put the rhinestones on, or what I used to put on the rhinestones, but I will show you on the next nail exactly what I used. So I'm just placing on the rhinestones kind of just everywhere. We had a different thought in mind, but I couldn't find my shaped diamonds, so I just used the circle diamonds. They still came out really good. So I'm just going to flash cure that again. And so right here, this is what I did also on the other nail. So I'll take some of that souffle gel, the same gel that we used to put on the tips, and I just put like a little bit around where the diamonds are going to be. And then I'm going to take some of the shiny, the top coat, also from Enailcouture, and I'm going to just go over the nail and start applying the diamonds. So that's how I do mine. I don't have the gummy jelly. I want the gummy jelly, but I just haven't got it yet. Maybe next time I do an order, I'll definitely throw gummy jelly in there. So now I'm just going to take some more shiny top coat, and I'm just going over the nail. And yes, I put them over the diamonds. Yeah, that's just what I do. I think it lasts longer and they don't fall off as fast. So now it's time to top coat, and I just show one nail on the top coat, and I think I need to show all of them. So I do show you guys here that I'm just putting on some top coat on his thumb, and this is the finished result. This took forever. And I'm just going to take some cuticle oil, and I'm just going to put some cuticle oil on all of his fingers. And then once we do that, you know, just rub it in. Make sure that you have the oil nice and saturated on those cuticles. And that's all we did. I mean, it looks a lot easier than it really was. This is the finished look. Those are so cute. I love them. But I thank you guys for watching, and I hope everybody has a good day.